Week 4 was another great week of NFL football, and I'm going to be going over every game and trying to do it pretty briefly here. So first off, we had Dolphins Bengals. I kind of thought the Dolphins would win. Unfortunately, Tua Tagovailoa, he's hurt. So, and it's pretty bad if you have not been around the NFL world for like a few weeks. But I would suggest checking that out. Bengals won 27-15. Burrow, he played pretty well. 2 TDs, almost 300 yards. And Bridgewater, who filled in for the injured Tua, 1 TD, 1 pick. Not bad there. And T. Higgins really popped off, 124 yards in the TD on 7 catches. Tyreek Hill, 160 yards, 10 catches for him. Next game, we got the Vikings-Saints. Vikings won 28-25. This game was in London, I believe, so it was fun to watch early in the morning. Enjoy waking up to football, and I think we're going to be able to do that again this coming week because there's another London game, I think. Don't quote me on that, though. I don't know. This game wasn't all that exciting. Justin Jefferson, 10 catches, 147 yards. Olave had a touchdown. And that's about it. A lot of the main Saints players were injured, so it's kind of hard to win when you're missing the majority of your starters. Chargers beat the Texans 34-24. Herbert, 340 yards, 2 TDs. Clearly, he's back from his injury there. Mills, he had 2 TDs, 2 picks. Slowly, probably getting into season form. He doesn't look terrible, to be honest with you, given he's a second-year player. I believe Austin Eckler had 3 total touchdowns, so that's pretty nice for him. Everett led the Chargers receiving corps with 5 catches, 61 yards, and a touchdown. And Brandon Cooks finally is playing a little bit better, 7 catches, 57 yards, and a TD. We got Bears-Giants. Giants won 20-12. It's kind of Bears-Giants, so really, Saquon kind of carried. 146 yards, 4.7 per carry, which is by no means bad. Pretty sure Daniel Jones had like 2 rushing touchdowns or something like that. So, he doesn't have a whole lot of passing, but he does have that. I think he only had like sub-10 completions, so not really what you're looking for in a quarterback. And Justin Fields didn't play all that great either. This game was great. Seahawks Lions 48-45, a lot of scoring. Seahawks took the dub. I mean, really, it was just kind of who would get the ball last, basically. But Geno, 2 passing TDs, 320 yards. Rashad Penny, he had 2 TDs, 150 yards. I mean, they were probably close to 1,000 yards this game. Actually, I can look. There were probably 1,000 yards. There were at least 1,000 yards. 1,000 yards this game. So that was just crazily offensive. DK, he had 150. Hawkinson, 8 catches, 180, 2 TDs. Just played amazing. I believe Amon St. Brown was out even. Jamal Williams, 100 yards, 2 TDs. Jared Goff, 378 yards, 4 TDs, 1 pick. I mean, just kind of incredible all around. I guess neither defense really did all that much, but just so much scoring. It was kind of incredible. We got Jaguars-Eagles. This was another good game. Eagles won 29-21. And, Miles Sanders, really, I believe it was raining. So there was a lot of rushing in this game. Normally a Jalen Hurts stat line looks a little bit better than 200 yards and a pick. But that's just because there was a lot of rain. T-Law didn't do that bad. He had 2 TDs, but really the running game carried the Eagles. Miles Sanders, 134 yards, 2 TDs. And, that's really all there is to it. They managed to dominate the ground game, and they won the game. Jets beat the Steelers 24-20. It's not the outcome that I was expecting, but you had Mitchell Trubisky get benched. Kenny Pickett came in. I think he's going to be the starter there for at least a little bit. He had 2 rushing TDs, so really not terrible. And Zach Wilson, I believe, is kind of back. Zach, he had a touchdown catch and I believe one touchdown pass. He had 2 picks, though. Pickett threw 3, so he went 10 for 13 and threw 3 picks. So all his incompletions were interceptions. Not necessarily what you want, but that's what happened. Breece Hall, the rookie, 1 TD, 66 yards, not bad for him. And George Pickens, the rookie for the Steelers, 100 yards, 6 catches. Not a terrible stat line for him either. Browns Falcons. Browns, they lost 20-23. Also not the outcome that I was expecting. But, it is what it is. Nothing really in the pass game. Chubb, he had 118 yards in TD. I'm pretty sure Cordero Patterson is hurt. I think he got put on IR. And, that's really about it. I think there were just, kind of a lot of field goals this game. Next, Titans-Colts. Titans won 24-17. Jonathan Taylor's hurt. So, I really just very underwhelming for Jonathan Taylor. He lost a fumble, 42 rushing yards. Not good. Derrick Henry, 114 yards and a touchdown. Not bad for him. Kind of getting back in form there. Tannehill, he had 2 TD passes. Matt Ryan, 350 yards, 2 TDs, 1 pick. Mo Alley Cox, the leading receiver for the Colts. Haven't really heard of him, but he did have 2 touchdown catches and 85 yards, so not bad. Commanders Cowboys. Cowboys took the dub 25-10. Cooper Rush really is doing good. I mean, they almost don't need Dak, which is kind of weird to say. He had 2 TDs. Wentz, 1 TD, 2 picks. And, nothing really going in the ground game. CeeDee Lamb had a receiving TD, 97 yards. But, no crazy stat lines there. Bills-Ravens. Bills got the dub 23-20. The Ravens are getting utterly frustrated by the late game losses. I believe there was there was kind of a fight on the sideline, just kind of some tempers flared. So that's, it's not great. Josh Allen, 1 TD, 1 pick. Still, he's kind of looking pretty 50-50 right now. Lamar Jackson, he had 1 passing TD, 2 picks. He may have had a rushing touchdown as well. So did Josh. Really, you can almost count on Lamar for a rushing TD. Actually, I'm not sure. I don't think he did get one. But either way, kind of close there. J.K. Dobbins, he had a touchdown. And that's really about it. None of the Bills receivers did anything all that special. And Devin Duvernay looks like he's kind of beginning to be good. He got drafted a couple years ago. Kind of seemed like a bust. But now, he's had a good bit of TDs. So good for him, I guess. Cardinals-Panthers. Cardinals 26-16. Kyler, he looked pretty good. I think he had 2 passing TDs. He may have had some on the ground as well. Baker really not looking all that great. Under 200 yards, 1 TD, 2 picks. So not really sure how much longer he's going to stick around at the starting position. And Marquise Brown continues to have a good stat line. 6 catches, 88 yards, and a TD. Nothing else really for that game, but Cardinals got the dub. Broncos Raiders. I believe Raiders got their first win of the year. They won 32-23. And Josh Jacobs really did kind of fantastic. He 144 yards, 2 rushing TDs. I think he might have had a receiving touchdown as well. Melvin Gordon, I believe, fumbled again in this game. Javonte Williams out for the rest of the year with a torn ACL, so not good for them. Russ did throw 2 TDs to no interceptions, so one of his better stat lines this year, but still it wasn't enough for the win. Devontae Adams kind of back from, I believe, not doing a whole lot last week. 9 catches, 101 yards. Not a bad game for him. Patriots Packers. This game went to overtime. Packers won a lot closer than a lot of people thought it should be, considering Mac Jones wasn't playing and then Brian Hoyer got hurt. So they ended up playing some third-string quarterback that I think is a rookie that I've never really heard of. I think his name was Zap or something like that, which is kind of a cool name. Packers won 27-24 either way. Rodgers, 2 TDs, 1 pick. Lazard, he did all right, 116 yards. Aaron Jones had 100 yards. Damian Harris had a touchdown, but really a lot closer than Packers fans would have liked that game to be. Chiefs-Bucks, this was a great game to watch. Chiefs won 41-31, and Mahomes really impressed. 3 TDs, 250 yards, 1 pick, not bad for him. Brady also played very, very well. Good completion percentage, 385 yards, 3 TDs, passer rating of 114.7. Really good for him. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 92 yards, 1 TD on the ground. I think he might have had one in the air as well. And then you got your 2 leading receivers, which really doesn't surprise you at this point. Mike Evans, 100 yards, 2 TDs. Kelsey, 92 yards, 1 TD. Both of them played amazing, but the Chiefs managed to get the win. Last game of the week, Rams-Niners. This game was great. If you didn't take a look at my shorts video yet, you should. It's one of the most viewed videos on my channel. Deebo Samuel literally saved my fantasy team with that, I believe, 57-yard catch and run where he broke like 4 tackles and got to the end zone. So it was a fantastic play. If you haven't seen it, go check out the shorts video. It's kind of amazing. Niners won 24-9, not 40-something. Stafford didn't play all that great. Garoppolo, he had the 1 TD pass. Jeff Wilson had a touchdown. Cooper, 122 yards, and his high of 14 catches. And then, Samuel, 6 catches, 115 yards, and a touchdown. And I believe he had a little bit of rushing yards as well, but nothing crazy. So really, that's about it for the week. My predictions weren't terrible. I think I had like 10 right, something like that. And so not my worst week, not my best week, but it is what it is. So if you enjoyed, make sure to stay tuned for more info content, and I will see you in the next one.